Hey guys, thank you for attending my PowerPoint presentation. Today we gonna talk most famous streamer today. Yes, it is the burnt peanut. Alright, settle in, grab a snack, maybe not a peanut if you're sensitive, and let me tell you the weirdly delightful saga of how a talking, grinning peanut climbed to the tippy top of Twitch. This is the story of early awkward streams, weird clever choices, a few spicy controversies, and the moment the peanut officially went nuclear. I'll keep it casual, like I'm telling you this over coffee or over a bag of salted legumes. Early stream, small mic with big personality. The origin story is pleasantly low-key. He started streaming years back. Some sources track early uploads and small streams going as far back as 2019, basically grinding through niche FPS stuff and building a tiny community. For a long time it felt like any other scrappy streamer hustle, late nights, small viewer counts, and awkward setups where you could hear a dog bark in the background. The real turning point came when he leaned hard into a gimmick that somehow made everything feel fresher. A 3D peanut avatar that maps eyes and mouth in real time. That goofy, slightly uncanny filter turned him from guy with a headset into a character you could meme instantly, and memes are basically content currency. What's brilliant about this early phase is how deliberate it looked in hindsight. Instead of trying to be yet another streamer, he embraced anonymity and persona, which made the whole thing feel mysterious and shareable. People started clipping the peanut's facial expressions and reactions, which are cartoonish and ridiculously expressive. And those clips did the heavy lifting on social platforms. Suddenly streams that used to pull a few dozen viewers were getting retweets, reposts, and curiosity clicks. The shell, pun intended, of a persona was born. The journey, growth, experiments, and hitting the gap. Once the peanut got traction, the strategy was classic but executed cleanly. Be everywhere, double down on what works, and keep the content tightly tuned. He didn't just stream on Twitch, he used short-form clips, YouTube compilations, and cross-posts to meet people where they already were. The Peanut's content leaned into high-energy FPS sessions, meme-ready moments, and deliberately silly interactions with chat that made viewers feel like they were part of an inside joke. Community names and in-jokes spread fast. Growth went exponential. By late 2024 and into 2025 he hit repeated milestones, massive concurrent peaks on big streams, a skyrocketing follower count across platforms, and collaborations with other creators who wanted in on the Peanut aesthetic. Industry trackers noticed, stream analytics sites charted his ascent, and the Peanut became a recurring name in rising streamer roundups. That's the thing about the internet. It loves a simple, repeatable meme, and the Peanut gave people endless repeatable moments. Conflict and turning points, skepticism, controversy, and staying weird. Of course, meteoric rises attract skeptics. When the Peanut started pulling tens of thousands of concurrent viewers and months with double-digit millions in watch hours, people on X and Reddit began whispering, then shouting about artificial inflation. Viewbotting accusations popped up. Some corners of the internet argued the growth was too fast to be organic. He didn't get a free pass. The chatter got loud enough to be covered in mainstream write-ups that carefully framed the claims as community suspicion, not proven wrongdoing. It's a classic internet drama. Even while accusations swirled, the Peanut leaned into humor and anonymity rather than long, serious PR statements. That choice matters. When you're a meme-forward persona, responding with a 10-paragraph corporate statement kills the vibe. Instead, small, funny replies and meme replies helped keep the community energized and made critics look like they were trying to explain a joke. At the same time, trackers and journalism labs kept publishing cold numbers that showed jaw-dropping monthly totals, numbers that made even veteran streamers blink. Aside the viewbotting, there was also a cultural bias conflict. Traditional stream audiences sometimes see VTubers as niche or cringe, especially outside anime communities. So when a Peanut avatar suddenly competed with and even beat big facecam streamers, it challenged people's expectations. Some viewers loved the chaos and creativity, while others dismissed it as gimmicky. That tension actually became part of his brand story, the Peanut versus the doubters. Instead of trying to become more serious, he leaned harder into the joke. More exaggerated reactions, more chaotic humor, more commitment to the persona. That decision was a turning point. He basically said, if you think I'm just a meme, I'll become the biggest meme possible. And weirdly, that confidence worked. How he's now top of the pile, still a Peanut, still weird. Fast forward to 2026. The Peanut hit a peak moment, the most-watched streamer on Twitch for the month, with watch-hour totals that crushed many long-established creators. It was one of those "wait, what?" headlines that made people who care about platform charts rethink assumptions about what can go viral and why. The Peanut streaming model, bite-sized, highly clippable content combined with long, engaged live sessions, proved to be a potent combo. But being one doesn't mean the story gets tidy. He's still anonymous, still waves the Peanut banner, and still trades in the kind of chaotic energy that made him famous. He's been nominated for awards, merch dropped, and the persona as brand approach generated real business moves, collaborations, special editions, and merch bundles that lean into the junky cute peanut vibe. Some people love it as pure entertainment, others roll their eyes and call it a prank pulled on Twitch. Both reactions are valid, and both help keep him relevant. The whole thing is a reminder that streaming culture isn't just about gameplay skill or production polish anymore, it's about identity, memetics, and storytelling. A peanut avatar that exaggerates reactions is, at the end of the day, a storytelling shortcut. The audience gets instant emotional cues, and those cues are perfect for short clips. Clips drive discovery, discovery drives viewers, and viewers feed back into the cycle. If you treat content creation like a tiny machine that turns jokes into attention, the peanut is a well-oiled, albeit roasted, example. Also, the arc shows the platform's limits and its sense of humor. Twitch used to crown a handful of predictable names at the top, now a peanut can dethrone them for a month. That's chaos, and it's also progress. New formats get tested in public, and creators who lean into weirdness sometimes win big. The vibe going forward, sticky, mimetic, and probably not boring. Where does the peanut go from here? A few things could happen, and honestly they're all entertaining. He could keep the momentum and build a long-term media brand, podcasts, collabs, IRL shows, lean into more polished productions and remain anonymous, or get bogged down in controversy and watch numbers cool off before reinventing himself again. Another likely path is constant iteration, small stunts, surprise collaborations, and more memorable moments, because that's what feeds attention in 2026. Either way, the Peanuts' ascent has already left a mark on streaming culture, a proof of concept that persona-first streaming still has legs. Conclusion. If there's a moral here, it's oddly wholesome. Authenticity can be a persona. You don't have to show your face to be real, you have to be consistently weirdly yourself. The Peanut is charming because the persona is committed. The jokes, the cadence, the deliberate weirdness, it all adds up to something people want to tune into. And if you ever feel like your own content ideas are too strange, remember, somewhere out there a talking peanut just topped Twitch, not a giant streamer with fancy overlays. A peanut, so go make your weird thing. Who knows, maybe it's the next chart topper.